guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you want to know how to get this poison Snow White look, just keep on watching. Okay, so after you lay down your foundation, you can do your eyebrows. I'm starting off with my eyebrows and I'm trying to get the shape that I want. Her eyebrows are very dark and very thin. So once I outline that shape, I'm just going to fill them in. Now I'm going to fill it in with a black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to speed through this part because I know that's not what y'all are really here for. So I'm using this new concealer that I just got, and oh my goodness, let me tell you, a little goes a long way, and it is so sticky. I don't know if that's the primer that I used, which was also new, or if it's the concealer itself, but it's so sticky, which I guess that's good. I'm not sure, I don't really know. And I'm using this mini beauty blender to blend it out. Once I set the concealer with some random powder that I had, I went in with some golden neutral type eyeshadows. I didn't really have a reference photo that I was using, so I was really just guessing. And now I'm taking a black eyeliner, and oh my goodness, I am so bad at eyeliner. Oh my goodness, I am so bad at eyeliner. I had to do my left eye. I had to do that like 3 different times to get it right. I just couldn't figure it out today. But I also recently permed my lashes, which kind of makes it harder because you have to put like the beginning of the eyeliner like underneath your eyelashes. I don't know, it was just really hard to do. So I tried to contour, and oh my goodness, I'm so new to makeup, I did not realize how much pigment a wet brush picked up. I was literally so shocked, but thank goodness it blended out. Then I went in with the concealer to try to clean it up, but I'm really not sure it did anything. Now for blush, I just mixed the bottom 2 colors together and put some wherever it's supposed to go. I really don't know where blush is supposed to go. I've always had a problem with that. So I just put some on my cheeks and a little bit on my nose too. Now I'm just gonna pop on some lip gloss and move on to the hair part. Now I have a wig, but I didn't think it looked real at all, and I always want to look the best for the character that I'm playing, so I decided to use my natural hair. And to do that, I parted my hair down the middle, and I took sections of my hair and tried to lift it up and get it to match my shoulders. And I took bobby pins and just secured it to my hair. And when I say bobby pins, I mean a lot of bobby pins. And you can tell if you do it a little bit by little bit, it kind of looks real. I mean, I think so. I'm not sure. That's up to you guys to decide. And now I'm just doing the same thing to the other side. I'm taking small sections and pinning it to the top of my head. And for the rest of the hair, I honestly just tie it behind my back where you can't see it because I really don't want to do my entire head. Enjoy a small clip of me still trying to figure out what to wear, because at this point I really still did not know what I was going to wear. And now I'm getting the outfit ready to spray my hair black with black hairspray. Now, oh my, let me tell you that it smelled like old lady perfume. The hairspray, it was awful, it was chalky, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, am I right? So now I'm going to reapply some makeup because let me tell you, that black hairspray got everywhere. Got all over my face, all over my hands. It was a mess. And now we're getting to my favorite part, the highlighter. Now honestly, I don't have any set place I put it. I just put it all over my face, honestly. I mean, it's highlighter. It's so shiny. I just put it all over my face. So here's the look all completed, and now we're going to get to the gory side. So I pinned my hair back and I'm getting ready to put the latex on my face. I'm really just mapping out where I want everything. And oh my goodness, the latex smelled so bad. My eyes actually started watering. But yeah, so I'm putting the latex down on my face where I'm going to put the tissue paper. And yes, I am putting tissue paper on my face. You'll see it all come together later. So you let your latex dry and go back and do a couple layers, and oh my goodness, do not get your hair, I'm saying oh my goodness a lot, but do not get your hair stuck in the latex because it will pull it out. And so now I'm getting my tissue paper. It's 2-ply, and the tissue paper, what it does is it just makes your latex have a shape. So I'm kind of crinkling up the tissue paper, and it's good to tear up the edges, and then when you put the latex over it, it kind of smooths it out into your skin, so it's kind of like a seamless edge. So I just layer the latex a couple times, and I'm putting it in different spots on my face. I'm trying to cover the whole side of my face with tissue paper and latex, and I'm just doing couple more layers. Just keep layering it and let it dry. And I'm putting a little bit on my forehead as well because I want a little spot on the forehead to look rotten. That's what this is. I'm trying to make it look rotten, and hopefully in the end that's what happens. So now what I'm doing is I'm just using some foundation that I got from the dollar store, and oh my goodness, it's so, there I go, oh my goodness again. But it is so thick, and I'm trying to make it look like my skin tone, but since the tissue is white, it kind of didn't work. But I mean, that's what you gotta work with, you know? Now I'm covering it with another layer of latex. I'm really not sure if you're supposed to do that or not, but I did, so yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking the X-Acto knife and making an initial cut into the latex. Do not do this. This is very dangerous. I'd much rather you guys use scissors or something. But if you do use the X-Acto knife, always make sure you have the top on it when you are done using it. Now I'm taking my fingers and making the initial cut a little bit bigger. Now I'm putting red eyeshadow and brown eyeshadows around the edges to make it look deeper and like a deep wound. But ultimately I just end up painting it all black with black face paint. And I'm making the cut a little bit bigger to make the skin look droopy. That's what I was trying to go for. But I also put some reds and greens around the edges of the wound to make it look kind of irritated and a little bit of bruises and stuff. And I'm opening the one on my forehead as well, but like I said, I ultimately just paint both of them black. And I do a little bit of black on the lips and under eye, and I also do a little bit of green on my under eye, and that's ultimately what I was doing. And now I'm taking the green color, the dark green color, and I'm kind of making it look like there's veins on my face. Kind of like the poison is shooting from the infected areas throughout the face. And I'm darkening up some of the veins with a dark green, but then I just kind of smudge it out with a light green eyeshadow. And I really like how it turns out in the end, which you guys will see shortly. And here's the black face paint I was just doing in the center of the wound. and around the edges. And I take some red lipstick and I kind of do it on the edges of the wound as well. Kind of make it look a little bit bloody, you know, just a little bit of blood on both of them. It doesn't show up that much, but I think it is still good. So yeah. And then I do a couple more coats of the black face paint. But this is what it's looking like so far. Now I'm going in with the dark blue eyeshadow and kind of going in the center of the veins that I did to make them look a little bit more realistic. Now it's time for the white contacts from TTDI. Make sure to use code Hollynn for 10% off. And I was so bad at contacts, but then I started doing them more and more, and I actually got these in on the first try. So now I'm going in with some charcoal powder, just putting it all over my teeth, and it's really good if you're doing something like this because it gives you that black slimy stuff that you really want, and it doesn't taste bad either. It's flavored vanilla, so yeah, it doesn't taste bad. Now I'm going in with some fake blood that I made with maple syrup and red and blue food coloring, and it tastes really good too. But yeah, I had to move my contact to the side because I really couldn't see out of them, but I mean, everything's fine. Yeah, eating some syrup there. And I'm putting it all over the apple to give that poisoned effect. And there it is. There's your final Snow White poison look. Ew!